What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Taking this nature walk, talking about the mighty Minnesota Vikings on the trail once again. Listen, y'all. Max Brosmer, if you're a Viking fan, this is my final decision. Max Brosmer should be the second string quarterback for the Vikings. This is my final decision. Not that it really matters, because at the end of the day, KLC's going to do what he's going to do, right? And by the way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all on this wonderful, wonderful morning, if you're vibing with me. But yeah, Max Brosmer, shout out to Ron's Opinion, don't matter. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Max Brosmer was pretty darn good yesterday. I think he did fumble. I don't think he threw for an interception. He had a pretty darn good game. He was definitely more impressive than Brett Rippon. And at the end of the day, I understand people don't really care about that second string quarterback as much as I do, because I look at it like this: you just never know what could possibly happen. But in my honest opinion, I've seen a second string quarterback win a Super Bowl. Not that it happens often, but you want to make sure if something was to happen, you got a quarterback right behind your first string quarterback that can get the job done. You know what I mean? He's not going to be better than the first string quarterback. He's not going to be even close to the first string quarterback, but at least you have a chance. You're not just saying to yourself, well, the season is 100% over. So that's why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking when it comes to that second string quarterback. And the highest potential for me at that second string quarterback is Max Brosmer. He was 15 of 23 for 161 yards, 7.0 per average. He had one touchdown. He probably should have two touchdowns, to be honest with you. But who dropped that pass? Fleming dropped that one pass. Perfect, right on the money pass. If he would have caught that ball, he possibly could have got a touchdown, or it would have been very close to a touchdown. But yeah, Fleming definitely, man, that was a terrible drop right there, man. It was right there. He had it in his hands and he dropped the ball. That could have been two touchdowns for Max Brosmer, but Max Brosmer for me has the highest ceiling out of all the backup quarterbacks. I understand Sam Howell, has the experience. He started numerous games. I understand all that, and I'm pretty sure, most likely, KLC is going to go that route, experience over potential, because you really don't know in the regular season, right? So I understand. But what I've seen in the preseason altogether, Sam Howell, he did have that one good, solid game against the Texans. After that, he was not that good, and they didn't throw him back out there. Since I've been seeing Max Brosmer play, he's been actually pretty darn good, in my honest opinion, with the talent that he has to work with, third stringers, practice squad players. Max Brosmer actually had a pretty darn good outing in the last couple of games. But yeah, man, how do y'all feel about Max Brosmer being the second string quarterback? And also, I'm gonna say this: everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap. Hit that like button, double tap, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season with the scoreboard and everything. Shout out to each and every one of you that's already in the building. But yeah, man, like Max Brosmer, I think should be the second string quarterback. Also, a player that I think should be the third string running back is Xavier Scott. I think Xavier Scott definitely won that job. I think Xavier Scott definitely is the, he's better than Ty Chandler. I'm going to just say that. He's better than Ty Chandler. That's just my opinion. So, Xavier Scott against the Titans. And by the way, we lost to the Titans 23-13 preseason game. Last preseason game. But football is back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Regular season's about to start really soon. And, Xavier Scott, 8 carries for 39 yards. His longest run was 14 yards, and his average per carry was 4.9. So, yeah, Xavier Scott definitely should be the third string running back right behind Mason and Aaron Jones. And I'm going to tell you this right now, that I like that. That's a three-headed monster right there that you could just be like, yo, something was to happen. We got another running back that can get the job done. He can catch, he can block a little bit, and he's definitely a solid / good runner. He does not hesitate. When he sees that hole, he's going to hit that hole. He's going to break tackles. Xavier Scott definitely got game. And listen, we have to make sure he stays on the team. If Ty Chandler after this game is still the third string running back, KOC, what are you doing, bro? But I'm pretty sure he knows what it is. But let's get to the wide receivers, y'all. The third string wide receivers, fourth string practice squad wide receivers. Dante Fleming, in my honest opinion, definitely messed up on that one catch. By the way, how's everybody doing this morning? Leave in the comments, tell me how you're doing this morning. What team you rocking with? How do you feel about Max Brosmer? Talk to me in the comments, y'all. Talk to me in the comments. Don't be shy. Talk to me in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, though. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything, but this is one YouTube family. Everybody's invited on this channel. Good energy over bad energy. We're gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna talk trash to each other, but just keep it PG. Hi, Broncos fan here. I forgot to tell you that my Broncos traded wide receiver to the new. Oh wow, I didn't see that. I didn't see that trade. But we need, and listen, we need a wide receiver badly. I'm not sure what we're going to do. What's going on, Skull Viking? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Ralph. Shout out to my boy Skull Vikings. Let's go, Minnesota Vikings news fan. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate everybody in the building. Please do not forget to hit that like button when you come in the building. And I'm just talking about this last preseason game against the Titans. The Minnesota Vikings backup quarterback situation should not be a question mark, but in my opinion, it is a question mark. I'm not a big supporter of Sam Howell. Of course, I'll support him if he does get the chance to play, but at the end of the day, I want the best, man. This is nothing personal with me. I want the best players on the team. You know what I mean? And Max Brosmer, in my opinion, should be the backup quarterback to J.J. McCarthy, and that's just my opinion. I'm not hating on Sam Howell. Brett Rippon, I'm going to be nice. He was not good. That's all I'm going to say. He was not good yesterday. He was not good. But I'll tell you one thing. One of the funniest things against the Titans that Brett Rippon did, it wasn't even funny. He was having a good little drive, driving all the way down the field. I think he was on the 12-yard line of the Titans. And what happened? This man throws an interception, bro. Right? And it was only roughly like, I forgot. Then the defense got the ball back. And then to finish the quarter, KOC benched Brett Rippon and put Max Brosmer to finish the last like 30 seconds. I said, wow, that was crazy work right there. Crazy work. I got 20 people in the building. Make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button, double tap, hit that like button, everybody that's in the building. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Let's go Vikings, baby. Let's go to the bowl. Let's get it. Let's get it. Can I get 10 likes? Can I get 10 likes, y'all? All right, what do you think about the Saints this year? They're in a year that's like a prove-it year. Nobody's really expecting anything. It's kind of like they got to prove it, man. There's a few teams that it's just like, what are they going to do? They got to prove it for people to believe. And the Minnesota Vikings is one of those teams, bro. I'm not just talking about the Saints. The Minnesota Vikings is one of those teams that have to prove it. The Minnesota Vikings, they look really good on paper. And I think we have a very talented team. We have a unproven quarterback when it comes to the regular season in the NFL. But I think he's proven when it comes to the it factor. I feel like J.J. McCarthy is going to definitely lift this team up real high and put, oh my gosh, what was that? Was that poop? I think that was poop that just dropped down on the dang on ground right in front of me. But yeah, it's a prove it year though. It's a prove it year when it comes to the Saints. Yo, what's up, Taxi Trick? Let's go, baby. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate it. I'm excited about the coaching change. Yeah, man. A lot of coaching changes throughout the whole NFL. It's exciting, but it's kind of like hopefully they can get it done. Kind of like the Lions. The Lions got new coaches, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. We're gonna see what they do. Lions got a lot of talent on their team, but they got new coaches, so coordinators. I mean, so we'll see what they do this upcoming season. But I'm definitely excited as well. As a Minnesota Viking fan for over 20 years, man, like, this is the most exciting team on paper that I've seen in a very long time. And I'm hoping that they can prove me right and prove all the Minnesota Viking fans all around the world right that we are the real deal. And we ain't come to play, man. We come to dominate every single game. We come to win the Super Bowl. Listen, regular season is right here, y'all. The NFL regular season is right here, y'all. Like, our last preseason game was yesterday. A couple of preseason games going to be today and probably Sunday. Listen, y'all, the regular season is here, baby. If you a football fan, you know it's about to go down. Week 1 of the regular season is right around the corner. If you a Viking fan, y'all know it's about to go down. All that yapping that everybody was talking, saying that the Minnesota Vikings wasn't going to be nothing, saying that the Minnesota Vikings have J.J. McCarthy, he's not good. All that yapping is about to stop, y'all. All that yapping is about to stop. I can't wait, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all double tap. Double tap the screen, hit that like button. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, and definitely subscribe. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season with the scoreboard and everything. And this is a YouTube family, so anybody's welcome. Even if you're not a Viking fan, you're welcome to talk that talk and vibe with us. This is, like I said, we one YouTube family. I'll give you my honest opinion about, your team if you have a question. Primarily, we talk about the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Good morning, good morning. We got Eagles fan. Lisa's an Eagle fan. The Eagles did awesome last year, and apparently Kellen's offense was the reason Saints might. Yes, the Eagles' offense was terrific, and the one thing that they did that was so amazing was do not give up on that dang on run. But there's so many factors on why the running game is successful. Yes, Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the game, but let's keep it real, though. They have one of the best offensive lines in the game as well. Not taking nothing from Saquon Barkley because he is the best running back in the game right now. I don't think he's going to be the leading rusher. I think a rookie is going to lead the whole NFL in rushing. That's my hot take, y'all. A rookie is going to lead the whole NFL in rushing yards this upcoming season in 2025. Regular season about to start in a couple of weeks, y'all. And, yeah, I think it's going to be Amarion Hampton from the Chargers. Amarion Hampton is going to lead the whole NFL, and that's the first time since Eric Dickerson I think he did it in 1983, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to change it up, man. The last time a rookie led the whole NFL in rushing yards was 1983, Eric Dickerson. So we'll see what happens, though. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Can I get 3 more likes to hit that 10 like mark? Yo, what's up? Tricks up. I gotta love my Aaron Rodgers and Arthur Smith combo crowd. Yes, hit that like button. Yes, Ron's opinion. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The Eagles did all. I read that. But yeah, the Eagles, they're going to probably take a step back because they lost their coordinators as well. So that's a good point, though. EDB, that's a good point. When you lose your offensive coordinator, it's going to take a couple of weeks or maybe more than a few weeks to get yourself together because some teams, I'm not trying to hate, I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes that offensive coordinator or that defensive coordinator really made that team. Sometimes there is the all-time great coach, but the one thing about being a leader, you got to put them people around you that might be a little bit better than you in certain areas. The head coach has to coach the whole team, but sometimes that offensive coordinator should be probably a head coach, and they coaching your offense, and your offense just looks crazy, or your defense just looks crazy. And once that coordinator finally leaves after you win the Super Bowl, or if you make like a crazy run in the playoffs, when they leave, a lot of the times these teams take a step back. And I'm just being honest. I'm not saying the Eagles will take a step back, but it is a possibility it might take them a few weeks to get themselves together. You feel me? I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Because most of the time when you get far in the playoffs, you're losing your coordinators. You're losing your coordinators. It is what it is at that point. But everybody in the video, make sure you smash that like button, smash that like button. Thoughts on Denver defense. Denver's defense is one of the best defenses in the game. Their secondary is amazing. The defensive line is amazing. Denver's defense is one of the best defenses in the game. But the one thing I want to say is this. Their overall team is a very good team in the AFC. I think Bo Nix is a star. I think Bo Nix is going to be on point with the Broncos. I'm just keeping it real, man. I always liked that Bo Nix coming out of college. I'm a J.J. McCarthy guy, but Bo Nix is that guy, man. I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. Yeah, the NFL definitely got better this year. I'm looking forward to this season, man. This is going to be one of the best NFL seasons in a very long time, because I'm going to keep it real. There's a lot of question marks when it comes to the AFC. There's a lot of question marks when it comes to the NFC. Who's going to be that next team in the NFC to be like a dynasty team that's always getting to the Super Bowl? Is it going to be the Eagles? Is it still going to be the Eagles? Is it going to be the Vikings? Is it going to be the Lions? Is it going to be the Pack? Like, who is it going to be? There's a lot of mystery. It was the 49ers at one point, but the 49ers, they took a couple steps back, man. They took a couple steps back. And we'll see what Brock Purdy can do with the 49ers. But I think the 49ers, they lost their chance of winning the Super Bowl, man, honestly. They had numerous times with that defense that they had, and then injuries started to catch up. And I'm not saying they can't do it. We'll see what Brock Purdy can do. But I think injuries started to definitely catch up when it comes to the 49ers. But shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go! NFL season is about to start. Everybody in the building, Super Hawk, smash that like button. Everybody in the building, Super Hawk, smash that like button. Everybody in the building. If you haven't already, subscribed to your boy. I go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season with the scoreboard and everything. And everybody is welcome on this channel, regardless if you're a Viking fan or not. It's definitely going down. This is one YouTube family. I want to say salute to each and every one of y'all that's vibing with me on this wonderful, wonderful Saturday morning. Shout out to y'all, man. But don't forget to hit that like button. All right, let's get it. So we got, yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah, the Broncos are definitely legit in the AFC. I got to admit to that. And I'm not just saying that. I've been saying that for a while. Because before Russell Wilson was there, the Broncos had no chance, bro. The Broncos looked bad, bro. Their defense still looked good, but the Broncos' offense was terrible. When they got that guy, Bo Nix, they lit a fire under everybody, and everybody on the Broncos has stepped their game up. That rookie got his team to a playoff. That rookie got his team to the playoffs in the AFC his rookie year. There's a lot of good young quarterbacks in the game, y'all. C.J. Stroud, Bo Nix. I think Drake May has potential. I think Caleb Williams has potential. We got Jaden Daniels from the Commanders. He has potential. We got that guy J.J. McCarthy from the mighty Minnesota Vikings. There's a lot of young quarterbacks, bro, that's going to do their thing, bro. For real. When you win the Super Bowl, they tend to give that team the hardest schedule. That's why it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to repeat. But I always look at it like this. Year to year is different. I look at it in this perspective, Lisa. Year to year is different. Just because the teams were good last year doesn't mean they're going to be good the following year. A lot of things can happen. I'm not wishing injury on nobody, but injuries happen. Offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators leave for the teams that made the playoffs. So they may take a step back. So even though on paper they were good last year and you go against them this year and you're like, oh, this is a hard schedule. They might take a step back. And honestly, your schedule might be easier than what you think it's going to be. And then you got to look at it like this. They got to go against your team. See, I always look at it like this. Yeah, that team might be good. Yeah. For example, right? I'm a Viking fan, right? Yeah. Say we go against the Ravens. The Ravens got a lot of good talent. But just like the Ravens got a lot of good talent, guess what we got? We got a lot of great talent right now. We got one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. If he keeps doing what he's doing right now, he's going to be one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, bro. Justin Jefferson. And he has not had consistent quarterback play. He had Kirk Cousins throwing him the ball. He had Nick Mullins throwing him the ball. He had Joshua Dobbs throwing him the ball. And he's still one of the best wide receivers in the game. Let's go Vikings, baby. Now we have J.J. McCarthy, bro. That's why everybody that be saying Jamar Chase is better. Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow, baby. Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow. I'm not taking nothing from Jamar Chase, but context does matter. He has that guy Joe Burrow on his team. He has that guy Joe Burrow throwing him the ball. So all that talk about, oh, he's better than JJ, yeah, he's a good wide receiver. I ain't taking nothing from him. But Justin Jefferson's on a whole nother level, in my honest opinion. And shout out to everybody in the building. Super Hawk, smash that like button, y'all. Super Hawk, smash that like button. And make sure you subscribe. We go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. It's one YouTube family. Everybody's invited to this YouTube family. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, he said you gotta love Mike's enthusiasm, man. I'm just being me, man. Shout out to you, my brother. Blade Runner's in the building. Shout out to you. Salute to y'all. Everybody that's in the building. Will Johnson, Mason over. Take Aaron Jones on Minnesota. Whew. I think it's an equal running back. I think it's equal. I think Aaron Jones. I think Mason is a very good runner, especially once he gets to that second level. It's a wrap. He breaks a lot of tackles. He's amazing. He's amazing physical running back. Aaron Jones is a physical running back as well. But I would say this, man. I say this a lot of times. Aaron Jones to me is one of the best running backs when it comes to catching the ball. So I'm hoping KOC utilizes him in the when it comes to him being like a wide receiver in some cases, because he's a nightmare for any linebacker trying to guard him. So hopefully they put him in the slot or put him on the outside sometimes, because I say Aaron Jones has hands, but I think it's more of an equal kind of thing when it comes to Mason, when it comes to Aaron Jones. But let's add Scott in the mix too. We can add Scott in the mix too sometimes. We can have a three-headed monster. Why not a three-headed monster? They keep them healthy. They keep them healthy. I know some running backs need to run the ball 20, 40 times. Man, we don't got to do all that, bro. We don't have to do all that. Brosmer isn't ready for quarterback 2 yet. You got to have someone. I understand that, Larry, but sometimes experience don't really mean that much, man. Sometimes experience, if I have a more talented quarterback, in my opinion, I understand that he played, Sam Howell played more games, but bro has not shown me anything in the preseason. I know it's just preseason, but at the end of the day, I really, listen, I do care, but I don't care at the end of the day at the same time, if that makes any sense, because I know J.J. McCarthy will be healthy for his whole career. We're going to speak it into existence, so we're not going to have to worry about a second-string quarterback, but I still want to have hope. I don't have that much confidence in Sam Howell. If Sam Howell was to come in for 10 games in this season, say something happened that we don't want to happen, and Sam Howell had to play for 10 games until J.J. is back on his feet and he's ready to play, I don't have faith in that, bro, at all, whatsoever. I have more confidence in Max Brosmer can get the job done. And listen, I know he's an undrafted free agent. I know he's a rookie, but I think he has more potential than Sam Howell. Just my opinion. He's you have to. Hey, listen, Kevin, I understand that, but that's not really the big deal in my honest opinion. I look at it like this. Let's talk about what's on the field, not on the sideline. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep it respectfully. Let's keep it about football on the field. Christopher in the building. He's younger too. Aaron always hurt. I do like Mason. He is younger. But don't forget, Aaron Jones had the most rushing yards of his whole career with the mighty Minnesota Vikings. And we didn't even have the best offensive line when it comes to the interior offensive line. We didn't even have Christian Darrisaw for probably most of the season, I believe. So imagine everybody being healthy on that offensive line, and we have Aaron Jones running that ball. Listen, he was with the Packers for numerous years. He has not rushed for that many yards. I don't even think he had that many carries as he had with the Minnesota Vikings last year. I'm just saying, his best numbers was with the Vikings last year. You know what I mean? But I have a lot of respect for Aaron Jones. Yes, he's a little bit up there, but I still think he's a very good running back, and I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see Aaron Jones do his thing for the mighty Minnesota Vikings all season long. Let's go, Vikings! Let's go to the bowl, y'all. Kevin, you're an expert on... Oh, yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't understand why they keep talking about that. Will Travis Hunter be worth... Yo, you know what, Lisa? When it comes to Travis Hunter, I am cheering for that young man. I tend to cheer for a lot of the rookies, as long as they're not going against my team and beating my team. But I cheer for a lot of rookies, man. Travis Hunter, I am cheering for him. But I will say this, and this is just my opinion. I'm not doubting this, man. I'm just giving you my opinion. And I'm not saying my opinion is law. It's just my opinion, right? Travis Hunter needs to just pick one position. I'm not saying he can't do corner and wide receiver, but this is the next level. This is not college. This is not high school. This is the next level. This is the best players in the world playing at the highest level. You know what I mean? You're not going against young men. You're going against fully grown men. You're going against people that know what to do. You're going against the most athletic players in the world when it comes to football. So my whole thing is this. You trying to play cornerback, which is a hard position to play, and wide receiver, which is a hard position to play, it's a lot of wear and tear on your body, man. I'm not saying that the man can't do it, but I will be honest with you. That would be very hard for him to accomplish that at a very high level because you drafted him, I think, third overall. The Jaguars moved up in the draft to get a star, not a player that's average. I'm just saying, if I was Travis Hunter, I would go with the position that you love the most and the position that you're the best at and go from there. And maybe on certain packages, they can put you in for the other side in certain situations. But I wouldn't do that full time. I would not, if I was Travis Hunter, I would not do that full time, going back and forth between cornerback and wide receiver. And like I said, I'm not trying to doubt the man. I'm cheering for him. I hope the best for Travis Hunter. His talent speaks volumes. That's why he was a top 3 pick, I believe. But at the same time, that's a lot of wear and tear on your body, bro. We just keeping it 100 over here, bro. We just keeping it real. We just keeping it 100. What's going on? Browns quarterback situation thoughts. Oh my gosh, Browns quarterback situation. Oh man, where do I even start? Where do I even start? Like, I don't even know where to start when it comes to the Browns. Like, in my honest opinion, coming from a Minnesota Viking fan perspective, I looked at Dylan Gabriel did show me some things in the preseason game. I think he did throw an interception. I don't know if he fumbled. I don't really remember. But he did some good things, right? If you can't take away the turnovers, but if you did happen to take away the turnovers, it would have been an excellent game. Turnovers really just mess up your numbers when you put up all these good numbers and you turn the ball over. But he has potential. I like when I seen Shadeur Sanders. He looked a lot better, in my opinion, overall than Dylan Gabriel. But it just depends on what the Browns want to do, man. Joe Flacco is going to start this season. And I'm not hating on Joe. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Can I get 20 likes in the building? Can I get 20 likes in the building? Double tap that screen, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube family. It's definitely going down. But make sure you smash that like button. It's definitely going down over here on Mike Sports Vibes. But, yeah. What's up, Ingram? What's up, David? He said, you were saying that he can't do it if you're 100. 5 quarterbacks and not a starter in a bunch. Yeah, my whole thing is this. Like, I think Joe Flacco can possibly keep him afloat, but we're talking about a quarterback that's way past his prime. We're talking about, and I'm not hating on Joe Flacco. I'm just keeping it real, man. We're talking about a quarterback that's way past his prime, bro. I would have tried to give a young quarterback a chance. I think that the defense for the Browns is pretty darn good still. I think they have a very talented defense, in my honest opinion. And they just need a solid quarterback / good quarterback. And listen, sometime during this year, I'm expecting Shadeur or Dylan to play. All the other quarterbacks, I'm not worrying about. What's his name? Kenny Pickett, whatever. Like any other. Listen, it's Joe Flacco, Shadeur, and Dylan Gabriel. The other quarterbacks, to me, no disrespect, respectfully, don't really matter to me. But in my honest opinion, going back to the Browns and like their quarterback situation, if they don't believe in Dylan Gabriel, if they don't believe in Shadeur Sanders, why don't you trade them to a team that needs a quarterback? I'm pretty sure they can get something for Shadeur. The hype around him right now, they could probably get something for Shadeur right now if you don't believe in him. But the problem, like I said last time I went live, is you got to make sure Shadeur ain't that guy. Because it say he gets traded to the Cowboys, right? And Dak Prescott is jacking up everything, throwing interceptions. What does Stephen A. Smith say? Stephen A. Smith says, what can go wrong will go wrong, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. Let me say that again. What can go wrong will go wrong, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. So, say Dak Prescott has one of those games, right, where he's throwing for like 3 interceptions. The crowd in Dallas is going to say, no, put that bull Shadeur in. If Shadeur shines with the Cowboys, it's a little bit different than shining with any other team in the NFL. Honestly, I don't want to say they're America's team, but I think they might be the most popular team in the whole NFL, right? I don't know if they're worth the most. I don't really know all the details or how much their stadium is worth. I really don't care, but I know they're probably the most popular team. Everywhere I go, every state I've been in, there's always Cowboy fans. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But if he does good with the Cowboys, whoever the GM for the Browns is getting fired, bro. The coach of the Browns is getting fired, bro. And it's just not going to be a good look. So you got to make sure, and that goes for Dylan Gabriel too. So you got to make sure they're not that good. Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward. I like his potential with the Titans. Cam Ward is going to have a pretty good season, man. He's going to have a pretty good season. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does at the next level. I like Cam Ward a lot, actually. We'll see. Being the first overall pick, there's a lot of pressure. But the beautiful thing about the Titans is they're not like one of those teams that's just like, oh, they're not on the spotlight like the Cowboys. They're not the spotlight team in the NFL because they haven't been good in a while. The Titans haven't been good in years. So it's like, and I mean that in no disrespect. I'm just being honest. They haven't been really good in years. So they don't have the spotlight. So Cam Ward, I think he can mess around and be the rookie of the year. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. But shout out to everybody in the building. Can I get 6 more likes? Can I get 6 more likes on the live stream? And make sure y'all double tap the screen. Double tap, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody is welcome to this channel, to this YouTube family. Just keep it PG in the comments. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. God bless to each and every one of y'all. All right, so let's get to the chat. We got, and ask me a question, y'all. Ask me a question. Tell me how y'all like. I love talking to y'all. Brett Favre put up a good numbers and turned the ball over. That's who Gabriel reminds. Oh, wow. Gabriel. Oh, so he reminds you of that. Okay. Good point. The Browns quarterback room consists of an old guy, a bust from the Steelers, a groomer, Dylan Gabriel, and Deion Sanders, a kid who had. Oh, you don't think he has no talent? That's crazy. I don't agree with that. Respectfully, I don't agree with that. But we'll see what happens. Honestly, all I'm gonna say is because I'm starting to feel like it's a little bit personal with Shadeur. I don't know what Shadeur did. I don't know what he said that was so bad. But I will say this, man. If he does start to be good in the regular season and he starts to ball out, everybody that doesn't like Shadeur, change your energy a little bit and be like, oh yeah, he is solid. He is good. You know what I mean? Because when you say he has no talent, that's saying that he don't deserve to be on that football field. You know what I mean? That's just my honest opinion when it comes to that. When you say someone has no talent, they're worth the most on any team in sports. Yeah. Oh, they are. They're worth the most of any team in sports. Wow. The Cowboys are worth more than every team in sports. You're talking about soccer arenas. You're talking about basketball, baseball. Dang, I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know Dallas was worth that much. Thoughts on what the Vikings need to do with McCarthy's third leg? Do about McCarthy's third leg injury, huh? I ain't hearing nothing about that, Ronald. I love the Minnesota Vikings. Go to the bowl. Storm Came Carson, what's good with you, bro? Everybody, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season. We're going live for every game with the scoreboard and everything. Play by play, pass by pass, tackle by tackle, my commentary. We're going to have a good time, y'all. Everybody's welcome on this channel. Who likes football? Everybody likes football. Everybody that's on this channel right now talking, Jim, I can't say your last name, likes football, most of them. I have a game ball from Titans versus Rams. Oh, that's awesome. Super Bowl? Wow, that's awesome. Blade Runner, that's awesome. What do you think about Joe Milton? I think he has talent. It's a prove-it year, man. We're going to see what he does. He definitely got talent, though. Brock Purdy is going to prove all the doubt. And listen, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. As long as he don't do good against the Vikings, I'm cool with it, bro. Hey, Sean Tuber, I'm cool with Brock Purdy doing good and proving everybody wrong, all the doubters wrong. As long as he don't do it to the Minnesota Vikings, I'm cool with it, bro. Just don't do it to my team, bro. Just don't do it to the mighty Minnesota Vikings, and I'm cool with it. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. 4 more likes, y'all. 4 more likes. If I can get 4 more likes, thank you. Shadeur Sanders is a pretty elusive, and he has a great arm, but he lacks accuracy and the ability to read deep. We'll see. We'll see. I hear that so many times. Toxic trick shot. What I seen in preseason, I know it's preseason, but the man was balling in preseason. He was reading defenses and everything. So I just disagree with that narrative. But we'll see what happens, though. Maybe you're right. But if you're wrong, you got to admit that you're wrong as well. Just like I will admit that I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, hey, listen, I'm a Sixer fan, y'all. I said we was going to win the day on championship last year. We lost that. I'm a Viking fan. I said we was going to win the Super Bowl last year. We didn't make it to the dang on Super Bowl. I admit, I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong. Listen, that's one thing about your boy. Yeah, I'm confident in my teams, but I admit when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shoot. I ain't too big to admit that I'm wrong. Vikings score. Let's go, Chris, for real. Who is your honest opinion on the worst NFL team, even though they have gotten better? You know, the first team that comes to mind is the Panthers and the Jaguars. But I know that the Panthers went on a little bit of a winning streak last year, so I don't really know. Honestly, it's between maybe the Jaguars, because it just seems like, I don't know, something about the Jaguars just throw me off when the AFC, like, I don't know if they're, when the last time the Jaguars been good. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. They had this franchise quarterback that people like a lot. Now that they got Travis Hunter, that he could throw the ball to Travis Hunter. Hey, listen, we'll see what they do, but maybe the Jaguars might be like the most the worst team in the NFL. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Titans maybe. There's a few teams, man, but I think Cam Ward's going to change that franchise, just like Jaden Daniels changed the Commanders franchise. Nobody thought that the Commanders would have went to the NFC Championship game in last year and lost to the defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's year to year, bro. And actually, and y'all, I got another YouTube channel if y'all interested. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I cover boxing. How do you feel about the Jets, man? The Jets. Man, I don't really know, man. Like, the Jets been one of those franchises that's just been so, like they draft quarterbacks, and every quarterback that they draft just seems like it never plans out. And every quarterback that they trade for, like, for instance, Brett Favre didn't work out. I think Aaron Rodgers was with them too, right? It didn't work out. Everything that they try to do when it comes to the quarterback situation, it never works out. I'm hoping that their luck changes, because it does suck that they haven't got it together for many years, but it just got to prove it, man. Whatever they try, listen, they got to prove it. They got to prove it, man. To the Jets fans, their fan base is one of the best fan bases in the NFL. I love what they be doing when they be at the games and how they dress up. No, the Raiders be dressing up. The Raider fans, them Raider fans be dressing up, man. I be like, what the heck is going on? Viking fans really come to party when they at the game. So shout out to the Viking fans in the building. But yeah, we need a wide receiver. Yes, we definitely need a wide receiver. I want Adam Thielen. Realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that the Panthers, why would the Panthers get rid of their best wide receiver on paper, bro? I don't care that he's a little bit up there in age. Adam Thielen is the best wide receiver the most consistent or most reliable wide receiver on the Panthers, and that's just my opinion. No disrespect to any other wide receiver, but I don't think it's going to happen. As much as I want it to happen, I don't think it's going to happen. And if it does happen, crazy, you cooking, baby. How do you think the Cowboys will do this? Oh, man, the Cowboys. Hey, listen. Listen, and I'm not trying to be negative about the Cowboys. Those who know, I'm not a big supporter of Dak Prescott. And they got to pay Parsons. What are they doing, bro? Why aren't they paying that man? Why are the Cowboys not paying their best defensive player, Micah Parsons? Why are they not paying that man? That doesn't make any sense. But you paid Dak Prescott that had 1 or 2 good seasons, and he hasn't been that good. He's been getting hurt. He's not consistent. Sometimes he does look good. Sometimes he looks bad. I'm confused with the Cowboys. Honestly, the NFC East, in my opinion, I got the Commanders. I got the Eagles, not in no specific order, Giants, and then the Cowboys. Last place, the Cowboys. I ain't trying to be mean. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, though. I be wrong a lot, though. My predictions be wrong, but I don't know. Lisa, what's going on? Shout out to you. We'll see what I think they need to get a new quarterback. The Cowboys need a new franchise quarterback. Maybe they might. What's his name? What's the Manning that's coming out? What's his name? What's his name? What's the new quarterback that's the young man that's coming out of college this upcoming draft? I think. Is it Archie, man? I don't know. What's his name? But maybe they should tank for him. Let's go Sixers. You know those vibes. Go Pack, go. Charles, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Packers this year, bro. Respectfully. Charles, we're going to beat the brakes off of your Packers this year. We're going to, respectfully. Giants, let's get it. Is Sixers from Philly? Yes. Sixers are Philly. They're trying to move it to New Jersey, I think, though. I do not know anything about football. Oh man, football is an easy sport to get though to understand. 49ers gave the Vikings a good backup quarterback. So the 49ers gave the Vikings a good backup quarterback. Who is that? I'm sorry, who is that? And I mean that in no disrespect, bro. Hey, Sean Tuber, 49ers gave the Vikings a good backup quarterback. Who is that? Please let me know in the comments, man. Smash that subscribe button. Nerds, Mike is, oh wow, 40 subs away from, oh man, thank you for that comment, Purple. Appreciate that, bro. Jesus is good. Jesus is great. Jesus is everything. Yes, I agree with that comment. Fasting for Jesus. I know that's right. I love that comment. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate that, Purple. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support, man. Just have always been, yeah, that's my my basketball channel right there. Yup. If y'all into basketball, go subscribe to that channel. Jets have always been a dumpster fire and always. Hey, Larry, I tried to be nice, Larry. Hey, Larry, I tried to be nice and you just, you broke his heart, Larry. Don't do that. Favre was good with the Jets until hurt his arm and tried to play through it. Everything the Jets do does not work when it comes to the quarterback position. And I mean that in no disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. Was it Geno Smith? Didn't work out. Was it Sam Darnold? I think they drafted Sam Darnold. Didn't work out. They have to figure out their quarterback situation. I don't know. Mike Williams. Okay, Mike Williams is a good. Okay. Parsons doesn't want to play there. Yeah. So Parsons just wants to leave. I thought it had something to do with money, but if you don't want to play there, you got to trade him. You got to trade him. When you got a superstar player that says they want out, like for example, Purple, remember when Stephon Diggs said he wanted to leave the Vikings, and what did the Vikings do? We traded Stephon Diggs, one of the best wide receivers in the game, and what did we replace him with? Justin Jefferson, baby. We replaced him with Justin Jefferson. Now, how do you like me now, Stephon Diggs? Even though I do like Stephon Diggs because he gave me one of my favorite memories. The Minneapolis Miracle was amazing. But listen, if you got to trade a star player, you got to do what you got to do. Shadeur was also playing against third and fourth string players. That's why he done well. And all right, man. Everybody's going to hate on Shadeur. It is what it is. Regular season is about to be here, and let's like I said, whoever plays between, because I always have to put JJ McCarthy in this situation too. When JJ McCarthy balls out in the regular season, I don't want to hear Colin Cowherd said, well, let's move the goalpost another mile. He has to win a Super Bowl now so he can be good. Did Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl? No. But you got so much love for Sam Darnold. Now let's go back to Shadeur for a second. When Shadeur, if he does get the opportunity and he does good in the regular season, people got to start being like, okay, maybe I was wrong about this man not being talented. Maybe I was wrong about this man can't read defenses. Maybe I was wrong about this man. You can say what you want out off the field, but on the field he might be pretty darn good. That's all I'm saying. Everybody gotta have a little bit of more, you know what I mean? Like, all right, so like for example, when I'm wrong, like I was wrong about Kirk Cousins sometimes. I was right about a lot of things about Kirk Cousins, but I was wrong sometimes. When I was like, oh, he about to jack this game up, man. Kirk Cousins did his thing, and I will admit. But the one thing about your boy is I think about Stephen A. Smith when it comes to Kirk Cousins. What will go wrong? What can go wrong will go wrong when it comes to Kirk Cousins. Eventually, something is going to go wrong. That's just my honest opinion. Arch, so it is Arch. So Arch Manning. Yeah, so Arch Manning. Yeah, so it's Arch Manning. The Cowboys need to draft Arch Manning. The Cowboys need to tank, or they need to be close enough where they could trade up. Like, don't have a good record and then try to get, I mean, I'm not saying from the really tank. Yeah, you can't really just say that out loud, but you get what I'm trying to say here. Maybe if you have the 10th overall pick, you trade up to the first pick and get rid of a couple other first-round picks or second-round picks to move up to the first. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, Arch Manning, people that say, listen, there's a lot of teams that want Arch Manning. So whoever is in first, has the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, you're going to get a boatload of picks, bro. You're going to get a boatload of picks. Because if I'm not mistaken, every Manning that ever played in the NFL at the quarterback position has won a Super Bowl. The Manning kid played today for Texas. Okay, he plays for Texas. Okay. Jordan Mason, running back, not quarterback. Okay. Running back, okay. What rule in the NFL you would like to change? Listen, my honest opinion is the kickoff. I know it stops a lot of injuries. Where they start the ball at now? Like, they took a lot from the game. As a Minnesota Viking fan, I forgot the Bull's name. It used to be our returner. Everybody was scared of him getting the touchdown. And then in our same division, Devin Hester, they took away from the game of football, bro. They took a lot away from the game of football. At the end of the day, regardless of how much you're trying to protect these players, you could do whatever you want. Listen, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. You're taking away from the game when you say that you're taking away the kickoff. The kickoff was one of the most entertaining, coolest things in football. When you take away that, do y'all remember how good Devin Hester was, y'all? I don't know if y'all how old some of you guys are in the chat, but do y'all remember when Devin Hester was returning kickoffs, man? It was a show, bro. It got to the point where they would squib kick it. They would probably just they would do anything to try to get the ball away from that guy. The touchdown should be 100 point. Oh my gosh, Michael Person wants to because they ain't paying him. Okay. But Devin Hester was that bull, man. What did JJ go? Where did JJ go? What you mean? We talking about JJ McCarthy? Who you talking about? Well, you're not going to want to hear Cowherd say that, but he will. Hey, listen, Cowherd, if he gonna say it, and I'm gonna come at him. Respectfully, I'm gonna come at him. I'm like, yo, you just a hater, bro. There's just certain things that nobody can do anything. Like, if you do something good, they're going to automatically just hate on you, bro. Like, don't matter what you do. Like, J.J. McCarthy could win Super Bowl 60, and Cowherd would say, well, he did miss a couple of passes. It was incomplete. He sailed one of the ball over the dude's head, so he's really not that good of a quarterback. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it, Cowherd. You don't know it all. There's people that think they know it all. Cowherd, you don't know it all. And you hating on my guy, J.J. McCarthy. Listen, respectfully, I wish I could talk to Cowherd and be like, yo, bro, you don't know it all, bro. If you lost me when you tried to say that Sam Darnold was that guy that the Vikings should have paid. You lost me with that. And I'm not hating on Sam Darnold. I'm not hating on Sam, but let's keep it real. And I hate repeating myself. When Sam Darnold was on the Vikings, he had Justin Jefferson to throw the ball to. He had Jordan Addison to throw the ball to. He had one of the best offensive-minded head coaches in KOC to coach him up. He had a solid offensive line when it comes to the tackles, not the interior, but the tackles were amazing until Christian Darrisaw got hurt. Now let's talk about the running back. Aaron Jones was a very good running back for the Vikings. Yeah, his numbers aren't elite like Barkley and Gibbs and Henry, but if you look at his numbers, he got to be at least top 15, top 10 running back when it comes to rushing yards, when it comes to catching and all of that. I'm just saying, per average, per carry, he got to be up there. I'm telling you. Look at his numbers. But and then when you talk about that great defense that we had behind him with Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard getting 12 sacks for Jonathan and 11 and a half for Andrew Van Ginkel, and that's not including all the turnovers when it comes to like just getting the ball back, man. When the Vikings would turn the ball over, the defense will make a big play and get the ball right back. So, like, I just don't understand Cowherd, man, his mindset, bro. It's just a lot of hate, bro. It's just someone that nobody, like, that's why I always say to people, and this is just me generally speaking right now. People are going to hate on you when you do bad, right? They're going to hate on you when you do good, right? I'm just being honest with y'all. Can y'all put 100 in the chat? People are going to hate on you whether you do good or bad. So you might as well do good and never quit on yourself and strive for greatness. Because regardless, people are going to hate on you. And that's just generally speaking. People going to hate on J.J. McCarthy whether he does any. People was hating on Tom Brady, bro. People was hating on Patrick Mahomes. People was hating on. Listen, bro. No matter what you do, they're going to hate on you, bro. So my whole thing for everybody that's in the chat, man, keep on striving for greatness regardless of what people think about you, bro. Don't worry about what they think about you. Just keep grinding and trying to be successful at whatever you're trying to do. Just some advice from your boy, Mike Sports Vibes, man. And I appreciate everybody that's rocking with your boy. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And we're going live for every game with the scoreboard and everything. And we're just going to vibe out and just have fun, man. But I truly appreciate everybody that's in the building right now. Where did Justin Jefferson go? He ain't go nowhere, bro. You talking about the best wide receiver in the game? He ain't go nowhere. Well, you're... Thank you, everybody that hit the like button. Thank you. I don't think you're... Oh, man, stop it. I'll admit, if I'm wrong, it's all love. Okay, thank you for that. That's all I'm saying. I think the Saints going to get... Man, hey, listen, man. Hey, Larry, man. Don't get these dudes' hopes up, bro. Don't knock the hope from the Cowboy fans, bro. Because you know the Cowboys want Archie Manning. Hey, you know what they want? Archie Manning never won the Super Bowl. Right, Archie Manning never won it. Yeah. He is saying Eli and Peyton did, and he thinks... No, yeah, Archie's the only one. That's the only one. But I'm just saying, like, if they draft them, the consistent thing that's happening with the Mannings when it comes to the quarterback position is they all won a Super Bowl. Or Archie Manning did never. Oh, Archie, you talking about Archie? Okay, Archie didn't. Okay, well, two of them did, and Peyton Manning and Eli, and they got two each. Cordero Patterson, yes. Cordero Patterson, yes. Who is the worst team in the NFL? Panthers or Jaguars, but I might be wrong. Broncos, oh, he said Broncos. I don't know. Broncos ain't the worst team in the... No. The Broncos going to be good next year, bro. Hey, Vikings best. I think the Broncos going to be good next year, bro. We'll see what happens, though. That's what I mean. Sports. Yeah, every man that's been in the NFL has won a Super Bowl. Not the guy that hasn't been in the NFL. Yeah. Thank you for that comment. I was confused with what they were saying. Probably read it wrong. Dante Hall, two of the Chiefs of KR. Oh, wow. Vikings will win the division. I think so, too. Cody here. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the freaking bowl, baby. Shout out to everybody better. Make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button. Double tap, hit that like button, and definitely hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season. Scoreboard and everything. Get your popcorn ready. It's definitely going down. It's a show, man. I can't wait to vibe with y'all for every single game. Injuries are part of the football, unfortunately. Those hits are like mini car accidents. Yeah. I understand, but that did take away from the game, though. Vikings and Broncos Super Bowl. Go from Bakersfield, California. Shout out to Bakersfield, California, bro. Cordero has the greatest kick returner ever. He's definitely one of them. Go Packers. What up, my boy? Top Health. What's good with you? Who they? Oh, stop it. Nathan, stop it, bro. Nathan, stop it, bro. Nathan, stop it, bro. Don't do that. We got Cheeseheads in the building. Do you think J.J. McCarthy is going to be better than Darnold? Starting week 1? I don't want to be delusional and say that because he hasn't played 1 week. But I will say eventually he will be better than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has more experience. So I got a little bit more respect for Sam Darnold. I think that Sam Darnold, with the right team, the right system, he can flourish like he flourished with the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, he has to get some reps underneath his belt. And then I think he's going to be very good. But he could start off really good, though. We'll see what happens, but I just don't like the narrative around J.J. McCarthy. It's just crazy, man. Oh, with Michigan, he really didn't make no plays. He had a good team around him. He has a good team around him now. What you going to say when he wins the Super Bowl? He has a good team around him right now. He has a good offensive line. He has a good wide receivers. He has good running backs. So what? You can't have a good team around you? I hate to break it down to a lot of people, or especially Colin Cowherd. Well, if you think about it, everybody that won a Super Bowl has had a good team. You're not winning the Super Bowl without a good team. I don't care. You can go as far back as whenever. There's no way you're winning a Super Bowl if you don't have a good team. Football is the ultimate team sport. And I said that numerous times. I don't understand some people sometimes. But I do think that JJ eventually will be better than Sam Darnold. It might take him a year, maybe, or maybe he might be better this year. Who knows? I'm not trying to underestimate JJ McCarthy. All I'm saying is I'm trying to pump my brakes just a little bit and just be like, okay, we'll see what he can do week 1 against the Bears, a division rival, and we'll see what he does against that defense, because the Bears defense should be pretty darn good. We'll see what happens though. But I do think JJ McCarthy has that it factor. I think that he's the real deal, and we'll see what happens, man. Even though I'm saying all this, and even though I believe in JJ McCarthy, doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. You feel me? Like, I believe it, but doesn't mean that it's going to come true. I think it will, but doesn't mean just because I think it's going to come true. I think he has everything around him to be successful, though. It's not like JJ McCarthy's on a team, and I mean this with no disrespect. He's not on the Titans. No disrespect to the Titans. Their overall team is nowhere close to the Minnesota Vikings overall team. Let's keep it real. So that's where I'm coming with it. Like, he has a lot of things to work with. If the Vikings hadn't drafted McCarthy last year, they would have paid Darnold. Oh my gosh, bro. And it would be, yeah. Cool to see Darnold behind a much better. Yeah, it would have. But I'm sorry, man. I'm not sold on Sam Darnold. Even though I do like Sam Darnold, I'm not sold on him. Yes, he holds on the ball way too long. And some of the sacks that he had wasn't because of the offensive line. I mean, the offensive line wasn't the best last year, but some of the sacks is him holding the ball too long. Some of the sacks, he's just trying to make the big play. You can't always go for a big play. What about the short slants? What about the short little passes? Why is it always got a quick play, a quick pass or something? Why is it got to be a long, drawn-out play, and then you wait in and hold on to the ball for too long, and then you mess around and give up a sack? Are you going to be okay if the Vikings win the Super Bowl? Oh, my gosh. Hey, listen. If the Vikings win the Super Bowl, oh, my gosh. Hey, if the Vikings win Super Bowl 60, y'all, I'm going to cry on YouTube. It's going to be tears of joy. I'm going to literally cry on YouTube. I'm going live right away, and I'm going to cry in front of y'all. I don't care. I don't cry. It's rare that I ever cry, and y'all will see one of the rarest things, Mike Sports Vibes crying on YouTube. If we win Super Bowl, tears of joy. You ever have tears of joy before? It ain't nothing like tears of joy. Tears of joy will be flowing out my eyes, man. Non-stop. Ah! Yeah, it's going to be crazy over here. It's all good criticism at the end of the day, especially for... Yeah, play running is really Sam Darnold gets sacked a lot. He does. Do you think J.J. McCarthy will be good? Jamar. Also, yeah, Jamar over Jefferson. I don't know. I don't know about that, y'all. Like Archie probably would have if he didn't play for the garbage Saints. Okay, the Saints. Yeah. Archie Manning. I don't know why I feel like Archie Manning won. Cowboys or New York. I got the Giants being better than New York. That's just my opinion. Hey, listen. Hey, Rowdy, you laughing. Who's your team? Hey, Rowdy, who's your team, bro? Hey, Rowdy, who is your team? You're laughing. You said Vikings with the laughing emoji. Rowdy, who's your team, bro? You're talking heavy. You're talking heavy. What's up? What's up? Who's your team, bro? Archie Manning is Peyton and Eli's father. Oh. Archie Manning. Oh, okay, I got you. Played in the NFL, never won. Okay, I got you. You're good. Arch is his grandson. Oh, so he's named after Archie. Okay, I'm all confused. Thank you for that. Thank you for explaining that, Larry. I'm all up for Denver, Minnesota, Super Bowl. Hey, let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's going to be lit. Yeah. Max needs to be quarterback, too. I wish Rippin ain't him. Oh, my gosh. Rippin, no, I'm kind of keeping respect for it. How? Yeah, unless they trade for backup. Hell will be number 2. That's a lock. Yeah, it's a lock, but I don't think it should be a lock. Yeah, but yeah, them dink and dunks win games, bro. Them dink and dunks win games, bro. Listen, all to defend Sam a little bit in the system playbook. 2 of the top players went down and he started playing horrible before the Vikings were like 12. Yeah, had those emotions when my team won 5 months ago. Hey, listen. Oh, so you an Eagle fan? Yeah. So man, it's crazy because I'm from Pennsylvania, man, and seeing the Eagles win 2 Super Bowls within like 7 seasons, 7 years is crazy work. I remember I used to say, "Hey, we're gonna get our first Super Bowl before you get your first Super Bowl." I can't even say it no more. I can't even say that no more. Now I gotta say we're gonna get our first Super Bowl before y'all win your third Super Bowl, and it's getting spooky over here. So we win a Super Bowl 60, man. We're gonna speak it into existence. We're gonna speak it into existence. When I forgot what our record was. It was like, I know we definitely was 5-0. I don't remember when we had our first loss. Yeah, he said need Dink and don't swing your first time. Let's get it. Let's go to the bowl. Let's go to the bowl. If I cried for weeks, if Vice won, I remember '09 vividly was devastated for weeks. Oh my gosh, man, Hunter. Hey, listen. You said '09. '09 was Brett Favre, right? '09 was Brett Favre. Yeah, man, that was some bull crap, bro. Why Brett Favre throw across his body, across the freaking field, baby? Why did he do that? What was Brett Favre thinking about, man? Why did Brett Favre do that? Brett Favre lost the Super Bowl. He didn't have to throw across his body. All we needed was a field goal, right? Why did he do that? And that was the last good season for Sidney Rice. And my boy Larry said it on the yesterday's live, Bernard Berry, and that was the last good year for Bernard Berry and Sidney Rice. Sidney Rice got that, I don't know if it was a hip injury or what. Bernard Berry just wasn't him. That goes to show you that wide receivers can definitely that quarterbacks can make wide receivers look good. And the other way around. Wide receivers can make quarterbacks look good too. But I would challenge people to say that quarterbacks can definitely make that wide receiver look a lot better. But I guess both ways. A balanced offense is the hardest to stop. Keep them guessing. Facts. Defense will adjust and stop a dink and dunk. Need downfield passing. Yeah, you need a mixture of everything. You need running. You need the short passes. You need the long passes. You need everything. But you know what you need? You need that guy that can definitely get a touchdown. That's a threat. That could be a deep threat. You need a deep threat. Every team needs a deep threat. If you don't have a deep threat and you just dinking and dunking, you're for example, Adrian Peterson. If we didn't have a deep threat, like who was our deep threat? I can't even think right off the top of my head. But hypothetically speaking, let's just put it like this: if you just dink and dunk, and you have a good running back, and you don't have a deep threat, guess what they're going to do? They're going to stack the box because they know you're going to dink and dunk. And then that means they're going to definitely be able to stop your run a little bit easier if they stack the box. Or if they a little bit closer up because you're just dinking and dunking the whole dang on game. But if you have a deep threat, guess what's going to happen? You're going to open up everything. You're going to have safety help depending on how good that wide receiver is. Like say for example, all right, hypothetically speaking, what if we had Adrian Peterson in his prime and we had Justin Jefferson right now in his prime? You think they're going to stack what you going to do? You going to stack the box or what are you going to do with that? What would you do if you had to stop Adrian Peterson in his prime and you had Justin Jefferson on the outside? You can't really just stack the box, but you can't really just let Adrian Peterson go off, but then you can't let Justin Jefferson go. It's just so many, it's just a headache for defensive coordinators. That's where you know you got something special. When you have a very good running game and you have that good deep threat, it's very hard to stop. Very hard to stop. We started out 5-0, and what was 5-2, and didn't lose the game until we were against the Lions. Yup, I got you. Mad Max come with everything for the Vikings. Let's get it. Let's go to the bowl. I can tell you why Favre did that, because he was absolutely brutalized. Yes, brutalized, absolutely brutalized. Didn't want to run. Yes, I understand, because they didn't call. Listen, football was different back then, bro. Hey, listen, it was a different ball game when it comes to the physicality back then. But I was pissed. I was so mad, bro. I was like, yo, why did he do that? But that's a good point. They was like twisted, like they was doing all this unnecessary stuff when they tackled him on the ground. It was something different about that game. It was like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know how they got away with all that, bro. We should have won that Super Bowl in 2009, y'all. Like, real talk. We should have won that Super Bowl, bro. I think if we would have got past the Saints, we would have won that Super Bowl, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm just gonna say that. Listen, what if, whatever. I know people don't like to do the what ifs, but I think we would have won that Super Bowl, bro. That's just my opinion, though. Oh, that's why he threw that ball. Hold on. Yeah. 90s, Randy Moss. Especially, I forgot what year Randy got drafted. I forgot his rookie year. You have AP run that damn. Yes, man. AP. People forget AP, man. I know he had the kryptonite. Like, the one thing about Adrian Peterson, he's an all-time great running back, but his kryptonite was this man would break like 5 tackles, right? And then he'll get hit by the smallest tackle and fumble the ball. And I'm like, come on, AP. How the heck you fumble? How you break 5 tackles and then this small little tackle hits you and you fumble the dang on ball? I'm like, come on, Adrian Peterson. Besides the fumbling, man, he was a different type of dude, man. The most physical bat that I have seen in Minnesota Viking history. I haven't seen anybody more physical than that man. That man wanted contact, and he could cross you up, and he had speed for days. If he gets in the second level, he's gone. It was nothing like an Adrian Peterson, man. Listen, special running back. About to head to the Bills versus Bucks game in Tampa last game this season. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, John Doe. What's good? What's going on, Jermaine? Let's go to the bowl. Let's go. Let's go to the bowl, everybody. Moss was a Vikings from 98 to 2004, I think. Also 2010, I think. Okay. Yeah, man. I forgot. So his rookie season. Yeah, man. We should have won a dang on Super Bowl with Randy Moss. Addison is good enough to be wide receiver 1. I think Addison could be wide receiver 1 on a lot of teams. Not the Bengals, not the Vikings, probably not the Eagles. Probably not the Texans, probably not the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb. I'm thinking of all the good wide receivers. Who's another good wide receiver? He probably could be wide receiver 1 for most of the teams, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Jordan Addison, if he was wide receiver 1, he's definitely going to have over 1,000 receiving yards. He's a touchdown machine. That man had 19 touchdowns in 2 seasons in the NFL. Straight up. I wouldn't stack the box. I let Adrian Peterson fumble a game away, dog. If your quarterback is... yeah. Bro, why you look like Malik Beasley? Oh, my gosh, bro. He said I look like Malik Beasley's twin. That's funny as crap. That's the funniest thing. Bounty. Yes, bro. That was some bull crap. Yo, the Saints really messed up my guy, Brett Favre, man. I remember when he got tackled. I don't know if someone stepped on his leg. Hey, listen, bro. That was some bull crap, bro. That was some straight up bull crap. Hey, Peterson and Percy Harvin. I love Percy Harvin as a player. That's true. And yeah. Who you guys like? I'm a Giants fan. Who I like off the Giants? Probably Dexter Lawrence. The first man that comes to mind. I think Jackson Dart got potential. He might end up taking Russell Wilson's job eventually. If Russell Wilson doesn't play good, he's going to get his job taken away from him. That's my honest opinion. Jackson Dart showed me a little. I know it's preseason, but Jackson Dart for me showed me a little bit of something, bro. And listen, Russell Wilson got that fire underneath his feet. Like, hey, listen, bro. Hey, Russell, if you don't play well, bro, it's a wrap for you, bro. You're losing your job. Right. Instead of going down. purple. You're right. We got Gary in the building. He said Eagles. Nah, bro. I'm hitting you with the nah, bro. AP fumble, couldn't block, couldn't catch, wouldn't allow quarterback to. He lived in those office. Yeah. Yeah. Skull will never go to the bowl. Hey, listen. Skull will go to the bowl for Super Bowl 60. Mark my words, bro. Let's go, Vikings. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap, hit that like button. Double tap, hit that like button if you haven't already. And consider subscribing. We're going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, and we just vibing and having a wonderful time on the live streams. And just keep it PG in the comments. There's nothing wrong with talking trash. Just keep it PG. And I'm telling you right now, but I'm warning you right now, for the regular season is about to start very soon. For all you Bear fans, every fan base, I'm talking that talk to you, bro. We beating the brakes off of everybody. It don't matter if you the Eagles, the Bengals. I had to say the Bengals to my Bulls in the comments right now. The Bengals, the Falcons, the Packers, the Lions, the Bears, whoever, the Ravens. We're going to beat the brakes off of everybody. That's how I feel, y'all. That's just how I feel. I'm just a passionate Viking fan, y'all. I'm just a passionate Viking fan. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, would we consider a dynasty? Yes, they would probably be. Yeah, they probably would, because that'd be 3 Super Bowls in like 8 seasons, right? Yeah. I'm ready for week 1. I can't wait till week 1. Logan, we going at it, bro. We going at it. Favre was bruised from hit. Yo, Favre was jacked up from the floor up, bro. And I don't mean this. I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm just being honest. No, what team do you guys like? I meant, what team did I like? What team do you like, guys? Like, I meant, what team did I like? I'm a big time Viking fan, brother. If you talking about the team, yeah, hey, listen, big time Viking fan, brother. Don't mistake me for a fan of the Eagles. Don't mistake me for a fan of the Packers or the Lions or the Bears or any team. I'm a big time Minnesota Viking fan. Let's go to the bowl. Respectfully. Broncos and Saints beat Colts. Okay, yeah. The whole defensive line on the Giants is pretty. Yeah, I think the Giants gonna be solid. Broncos was mixing. Cowboys want to be last. They trying to get that bull, yeah. They trying to get that Arch Manning, yup. Dallas winning their division. No. 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 I don't believe that. Maybe I'm wrong. Dirt almost got hurt because he didn't slide. I was worried about him in that last preseason game. I thought he was injured. Yeah, got to slide right. Chicago is looking better than last year. Not going to be easy. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Week 1, I already know we're spanking the Commanders. Our defensive line. Hey, listen. Commanders is solid, though. Who's your team? Joseph. I'm just going to say Joseph. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years is a yeah, that's fact. Yeah, to Cowboys, yes, that's a fact. Cowboys defense will be top 3 this year. Definitely, I agree. I say top 5 to the number 1 defense. That's how I look at it, because I know our defense is gonna be very good. My biggest concern is the first 3 weeks for me is my biggest concern. Because I understand people are kind of sleeping on Jordan Addison and how big of an impact he is. And I understand we have a very good team. And I know we're going to do things to kind of make up a little bit of what his production is. But for me personally, the first 3 weeks for the Vikings is my biggest concern when it comes to not having that guy that JJ has the most chemistry with. I'm not saying he don't have chemistry with Justin Jefferson, but I've seen it in the preseason game that JJ and JA and Jordan Addison have real good chemistry. Real good chemistry. What's going on, Dom, in the building? Christopher Rose in the building. They sleeping for sure. Yeah, they is. Your O-line will be tested. Oh, yeah, we're gonna be tested. We're gonna be all right, though. Let's go to the bowl, brother. I have a feed in Aaron Jones and Jordan Madison are going to tear. Yes, I can't wait. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get your garlic parmesan wings ready. Let me say it again. My favorite chicken wings. Get your garlic parmesan wings ready. Get them all ready, y'all. Get your popcorn ready. It's going down on Mike Sports Vibes, baby. We going live for absolutely every single game this season with the scoreboard and everything. Get your popcorn ready, y'all. Let's go, Vikings. Everybody's allowed to subscribe to this channel, even if you're not a Viking fan. Even if you're not a Viking fan, you feel the vibes, consider subscribing. It's all one YouTube family. Everyone is sleeping on the Cowboys because they... Lay, why you breaking the Cowboys' heart, man? Gosh, Lee. My favorite season is coming. The sports all action is coming. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. But we usually lock up Jettas, but the Addison going. Yeah, hey, listen, Logan. You're not locking up Justin Jefferson, bro. You're not locking up Justin Jefferson, Logan. Respectfully disagree. I'm not sleeping on nobody. I just hate. Yeah, I dislike certain teams, but I say bring it. I ain't scared of nobody. We ain't scared of nobody. We don't got no picks this year, y'all. Oh, thank you, Logan, for subscribing, bro. Come on, we all know the Cow. Vikes 12-5, win the North, and will represent the NFC in the bowl. Let's freaking go! Hold on, I'm screaming right now. Hopefully, don't nobody hear me screaming. I don't want them thinking I'm crazy out here. But let's freaking go, baby! Skull to the bowl! Skull! 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 Let's freaking go! My bad, y'all. My bad. I just had a moment. I had a skull chant moment, y'all. I had a skull chant moment, y'all. Hey, listen, Logan, I understand what you're saying, bro. But respectfully, when we play against your team again, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. Respectfully. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you haven't already, y'all. Larry, Vikings all day. Vikings all day. So this you're going to be a good defense again. Yeah, I think this. Listen. I always say this, and people be like, this is how I look at it. I'm more of a defensive person. Yes, I love offense. My favorite player of all time is Randy Moss. I understand that. But I'm a defensive person, man. I love defense. I love a great defense, man. And I always believe defense wins championships. I'm always going to say it. I truly believe that. I'm not saying you got to score to win, obviously, but I always think defense wins championships, especially when you get to the playoffs. Because a great defensive line can sometimes neutralize a great quarterback. And I'm just hoping if everybody stays healthy for the Vikings, it's definitely a top 5 defense, bro. A lot of people gonna be talking about the Vikings defense. I can't wait, man. People really sleeping on the Vikings like we not really them dudes. Like, I cannot wait until the regular season start, man. All that yapping and talking is gonna be over with, bro. All that yapping and talk is going to be over with, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. No, you're not too old, Todd Cowboys. You're not too old. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You're okay. You're welcome. Everybody is welcome on the stream. Everybody is welcome on the stream. Regardless of what fan base, regardless of what team you cheer for, everybody's welcome. 3 weeks until, yes, man. I'll be there. Let's go to the bowl. Skull Fest. Let's get it. Vikings have had some great seasons. Yes, definitely. Hey, brother, man. We're not going to say that about the Vikings. Who's your team, brother? You know what I'm talking about. Who's your team? We're going to beat the brakes off your team, bro. I'll be watching every week this season scoreboard. Oh, thank you, bro, Hunter. My brother, Hunter. I might be 2 picks in 2 weeks, maybe a fumble too. Oh, he might. That might happen. As long as we get the win, that's all that matters to me. Defense wins championships, but without offense, defense is nothing. Yeah, that's true. But without defense, the offense is nothing. I mean, I feel like they both need each other. But I feel like last year's Super Bowl was a perfect example, bro. Defense won that dang on game. You're not beating Patrick Mahomes like that without a good defense. Let's just keep it real. Patrick Mahomes didn't look like he was a good quarterback. He didn't look like an all-time great quarterback in that game. That's how good that defense was. And Tom Brady felt that too when he played against the Giants in the Super Bowl. So I'm just saying. Yeah, that is true. It is an offensive game, but they let them play in the Super Bowl last year. This last Super Bowl 59. They let them play. They let them play, bro. Yeah, the talk is over, baby. The regular season has arrived. The regular season is here, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we're going to beat the brace off the Chiefs. If we play the Chiefs this year, we beating the brace off of them, bro. Respectfully. Yeah, at the end, right. Facts, bro. But, y'all, this was one of the most entertaining, coolest live streams in a very long time. I want to say to everybody that's in the building, man, I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. I hope everything is well with you in your life. And if you're not having a good morning, hopefully I kind of made you laugh or made you smile or it made your day a little bit better. Hopefully I did that for you. But I want to say I'm about to get off in about 5 minutes. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap the screen, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button on your way out. Share. If you know anybody that likes good vibes, anybody that's a Viking fan, anybody that just likes good vibes, share. Tell them to go subscribe to My Sports Vibes. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank you so much for all y'all support. That regular season champ, postseason, not so much. Facts. Yes, everything is always good for my. Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I just want to put that out there in the atmosphere. Let's go, man. Salute to everybody in the building. We got a Broncos fan. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate all y'all, man. I really do, man. Thank you so much for coming on the live streams. And don't forget to come on the live streams during the regular season. Don't forget to come on the regular live streams, regular season. With the scoreboard there. Don't forget to come on those live streams. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. What's up, Zay Lopez? I'm just getting off. But salute to you and God bless to you and your family as well. Peace out, y'all.